Okay guys, so I just wanted to make this video today to just inform y'all a little bit more about myself and how my walk with Christ started. Everything just began going into my freshman year in high school, and at that time, like going in, I was like, I'm not going to be the freshman who stays home on the weekends. I'm gonna have friends, I'm gonna go out, this is gonna be great, I'm not gonna waste the best years of my life. I made friends with all the people who would go out on the weekends. That's basically what I did. May of my freshman year, a boy who was 3 years older than me. At the time, he said all of the right things, so I guess you could say that I fell in love, or so I thought that I did. That relationship just wasn't good. Most of the time we just spent yelling at each other. At one point, I hid that relationship from my mom for a really long time, and that broke me and her relationship and me and my dad's relationship, and it caused a lot of problems in our family, and I broke a lot of trust, and that was probably the worst thing that I think that have ever happened to me and my family, because we were so close before that it just kind of went away because of the choices that I had made. Then skip towards my sophomore year. In November, my grandmother's house got burnt down. So at that time, we had started to have fundraisers, have a garage sale, and her friend Vanessa ran a garage sale at her house. And so I met Vanessa, and just the most amazing person that I've ever met. At the time that I met Vanessa, I was struggling with a lot. I was struggling with a lot of self-identity because I put my trust and I found myself in another person for so long that I didn't know who I really was. And I struggled with a lot of self-worth. Not because I didn't think I was pretty enough, or I thought that I was too fat or anything. It wasn't things like that. I just struggled with the fact that I thought that no other boy would want me. No other good Christian boy would want me because of the choices that I had made previously. Stuff just really haunted me. And so I sat down with her and I talked to her, and I just remember bawling my eyes out. And she was like, if God has already forgiven you, why can't you forgive yourself? And to that moment, everything just clicked. And I was like, you're right. Why haven't I forgiven myself? I'm worth it. One day I'm going to meet someone and they're going to love me. They won't care about my past. So that's whenever everything started to click for me. And January of my sophomore year, at that point, I was still making choices that I really shouldn't be making. And but the difference was I knew that they weren't the right choice. My mother pulled me out of public school. And at that point, I thought my whole world just flipped upside down. It felt like I was just empty, and everything that I was doing was just useless. I couldn't find a motive. I was just walking through life, and that was just a really difficult time for me, and I spent that way, acting that way for months. I just remember feeling so empty and so alone that I just didn't know what to do. In April, it was actually Easter Sunday, I gave my life up to Jesus, and at that point, it's like, once I found Him, I found my forgiveness, I found my self-worth, I found my identity. I am who I am because He made me. And I see everything differently now. I'm a whole new person. I'm not the choices that I made. I'm made new in Christ, and He loves me, and He wants me to succeed. He wants to see me do good in life. And I guess that's why I'm making this YouTube video, to show all of you that no matter what you've done in your life, no matter where you are in life, Jesus is always running head first after you. He loves you. He wants you to succeed. He wants to see you do well. Even whenever you think He's not there, trust me, He is there, and you will notice it. He's been there so much for me, even in the hardest times in my life. He's just been there, and His arms have been wrapped around me. I just wanted to share this with you guys, and Jesus Christ has changed my life. But the real question is, are you going to let Him change yours? If you have any questions, I'll put all of my social medias down below. So DM me, and I will pray with you until my face turns black and blue. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'm out.